So here I am putting together yard signs for Jill Stein. And I wanted to talk a little bit about yard signs in general. Um, I was out in two shifts today doing these, planting these things in a couple of different towns, a couple of different neighborhoods. And, it's amazing what you see. The two-party system, it seems like these local and state candidates have like a unlimited resources in regards to how many signs they have and also you know oh my music, sorry. um also I don't know, manpower to get these signs out. And it's just crazy, like what people are allowed to do, are still allowed to do. I remember I was in one area kind of near I don't know, the border of Greenwich and Stanford. And this one candidate had like four signs, like 2 feet away from each other, like as if we'd forgotten his name, like, in 3 inches. It was crazy. Like, I don't know if it's some sort of a psychological, like, don't forget about me type of thing. Ridiculous, ridiculous. So anyway, I was talking to somebody up in Maine today, and they said, "Oh, check out our laws, our lawn sign laws." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I look, and yes, there are restrictions on lawn signs and banners and things like that. The thing is, though, is that while there's no limit to how many lawn signs somebody can have, the thing is that they're only allowed on private property. No roadways, islands, throughway exits, things like that. And I'm thinking, like, okay, well, what about polling sites? And the thing is that, while I'm not, I'm kind of conflicted. Um, you know, it, well, I don't think there should be a gazillion lawn signs. I mean, I remember the Board of Ed election last year. It was like all the lawn signs were on top of each other. It was like, well, oh, you're there. Well, I'm going to cover you. Oh, I'm going to get back at you. Oh, yeah. And it was like, I should post a picture on Facebook. It was like 9,000 signs, like in a 4x4 block. It looked ridiculous. It was like, the battle of the badass or something. It was awful. But getting back to these restrictions that I read about in Maine, um, there's some stuff that I don't agree with, and stuff that I'm kind of cautious about because thing is, if you're in a third party, you have enough trouble getting exposure as it is, and I'm thinking unless you're friends with like everybody on your block, you're not going to get a lawn sign on your property, on somebody's property. So I know here in Fairfield County and other areas in Connecticut, we absolutely rely on those like dead spots, islands, rotaries. Um, sometimes the exits of major roads, although they get removed in like a day mostly. And then, of course, the night before election day, we go to the polls and stay in Connecticut. It's 75 feet away, so we're able to put our signs there. Same thing with handing out literature, buttons, T-shirts, things like that. Now, the thing is that when the Secretary of State, Denise Merrill, was interviewed on Face the State last week, she had made a comment about, I guess, like the laws, and they were talking about ballot selfies, which are actually not illegal in this state. But yeah, they were talking about like campaign wear, T-shirts, things like that. And she said, "Well, no, that's not allowed in the polling site. But what if somebody's wearing a, Make America Great hat, Make America Great Again hat?" Nothing like, well, everybody knows that that's Trump. That's not fair. Like, are you saying that that's allowed in the polls? I'm like, in that case, why doesn't somebody wear, peace, people, planet, peace, people over profit? No Jill Stein, but definitely, or it's in our hands, or all the hashtags. Yeah, definitely, right? So now, while I'm not willing to get in trouble, and I probably will not do that, I'm going to be looking out to see who's trying to get away with what. Um, I mean, it's kind of funny that she brought that up, about the Make America Great Again. because an article that came out in The Advocate, I want to say maybe a week before her interview, talked about how elections were free and fair. And you know what? They're not. And this article, they said, was sparked by Trump, crying that elections are going to be rigged. So this article is in response. So what a coincidence that she's kind of halfway saying, "Oh, make America great again." Yeah, real slick. So anyway, that's it. Was out in 2 shifts today, making lawn sign or planting lawn signs. Like I said, in the area, saw lots of craziness, and then there were some areas where I didn't really see any lawn signs at all, and I was like, "Oh my God, is election day canceled?" So it's crazy. You don't know what to expect. Is the world going to implode when the polls close on Tuesday? We'll see. Well, I certainly hope not. I have a lot of things I have to do. And, but yeah, that's basically it. And I'm looking at my timer. I've been talking for over 6 minutes. And I am sure everybody is sick of seeing my face, but I'm actually doing this video of myself to kind of practice for a candidate form. And I kind of want to test out the webcam and kind of see how it sounds and, also I'm bored. Well, not Jill Stein. Yay! But I'm just kind of here doing my thing, listening to music. So why not talk to y'all? So anyway, that's it, and hope other people in Connecticut are doing exactly what I'm doing, getting those signs out there. I know some people said they got them out already. Some people are going to be going to the polls. There's going to be people in Hartford, definitely Stamford, I think some around New Haven that are going to be handing out flyers at the polls. And we're going to get the word out. It's kind of frustrating, though. Today I spoke to 3 people and told them about Jill Stein. They're like, who? President of what? I'm like, ugh. So it's like, how do you not know who Jill Stein is? Have you been living under a rock? But then I thought, you know what? This media blackout is all too real. And it's quite scary, especially for the people out there who are, green activists. And I admire you guys for doing this like 24/7. And, you encounter somebody that's like, huh? Must be like really crazy because I know that hearing that 3 times today, I was like, ah! Like, it's like her, you ever heard of her? But, it's fine. So anyway, good night, and see you at the polls. Bye.